It's Monday, yay! I hope you enjoyed last week. I got a few questions from last week. So Louise, my good friend Louise, who was wonderful, she asked what it's like to live with Sam and work when Sam is there, whether he's distracting or helpful, if he's creative too. So in this vlog, hopefully I'm going to try and answer some of those questions for you, maybe show you a little bit more of what our relationship is like in terms of like when I'm working and when I'm busy and when he's doing his thing and that sort of stuff. But yeah, but for now I'm just on my way to work, so I'll see you there soon. Hello. Sorry, I was just gonna video like me having dinner with Sam and what we do when we both get home and stuff like that, but then disaster struck. Not really. I was just tidying up our living room and dropped a glass and cut open my leg, so I spent most of the last like half an hour trying to stop myself bleeding and then actually making dinner that I was trying to do, and then I burnt pasta. And it was all just a bit of a mess, so and so I didn't film that, but that's okay. These things happen. I'm just walking up to uni now because we have no internet at home, which is great. So I'm just going to go to uni and use the internet there. And also my friend Dana is there and she wants some feedback and help with her poster. So I'm just going to go up, do some work and help her out a little bit too. Good morning. It's super sunny, sorry if you can't really see me. I'm like a big white glow. I'm just on my way to uni now to do some work on my poster, final work on it before I send it to print today. So a little bit stressful, but there's going to have to be a point where I have to just live with what I've got and go with it. So I'll see you there. I just spent a couple of hours working on some uni stuff and some church stuff. It's kind of hard because I currently still have no internet at home, but I've done as much as I can for now. My data on my phone renews tomorrow, so hopefully I can just hotspot my phone if I need to and get some more work done tomorrow. But for now I'm going to head to bed, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Good morning. It's Wednesday morning at the moment, so I'm just on my way to work and I'll see you there very soon. Hello, sorry I didn't manage to film anything at work today because I was just super busy and just forgot, but that's okay because good news is at lunchtime I managed to pick up my poster for interpretive type, and I think it's okay, but I haven't looked at it properly yet. So I'm going to be going to uni tonight to print make over the top of my poster, and that will be a lot more interesting stuff to watch than watching me just sit at my desk at work all day. So hopefully I'll get to film some pretty cool stuff tonight for you. I'm slightly worried because when I sent my poster to print, the lady recommended that I didn't use the matte paper that they had because black doesn't print very well on it and it marks heaps. So she said that as soon as they printed it, they would have got it out and the black ink would have just gone kind of everywhere, and it would have marked and not stayed on the poster, so it wouldn't have lasted very long. So she recommended I got satin matte, which is just like a little bit more glossy than full complete matte. So I got it printed on that and it looks cool, but it's just, I'm just worried that the ink isn't going to like stick on it as much because it's like shiny. So I guess I'm just gonna have to test it out. They gave me some scraps of the paper. They actually gave me quite a lot, which is cool. So I'm gonna have to test it on that first, see if it works. If it doesn't, I'm kind of screwed. But that's okay. Like, the thing with this poster is that it's not actually being marked, which is kind of annoying because you put so much pressure on yourself to do really well and kind of stress out over it, but it's not even being marked, or you're not getting a grade for it. It doesn't go towards your grade at the end. So like, I don't really have to worry too much, but at the same time I want to make good work, you know. So I'm hoping that it'll be okay. Fingers crossed it'll be great. So I'll take you with me to uni. I'm going to head there soon, and we can try it out together, and then fingers crossed it'll be okay. Alright. So I just got home from uni now. Sam dropped me off on the way to his band practice and picked me up on the way home. So I managed to get my poster printed. I'm not really sure whether I'm happy with it or not. I guess I'll find out tomorrow when it dries and it's hung up on the wall properly, but I don't know. I did it, it's fine, it's not getting marked, so it's okay, but I did try my best to do a good job, so we'll see what it turns out like tomorrow. And then I also just kind of did some messing around on my computer because the uni had Wi-Fi and we still don't have Wi-Fi at home. So I was like kind of just messing around and downloading stuff and taking advantage of the internet. But hopefully we get Wi-Fi back tomorrow, fingers crossed. So yeah, I'm just gonna head to bed now, so I guess I'll see you in the morning. Bye! finished working on some research stuff for VCD this evening. I basically spent the whole night just highlighting and making notes and picking out keywords from books about my topic. I've just finished highlighting basically a whole book, which is cool. I'm glad I got it finished today. And it's now 11 o'clock, so I'm going to head to bed. But I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Easter Friday, which means I'm not at work. I'm not at uni tomorrow. So I've got a few ideas of some things I want to do. But hopefully it will also be a good time to just chill out and relax. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll bring you with me for whatever I end up doing. Bye! Morning. It's Friday today, Easter Friday. I just had an amazing sleep in because it's a holiday and I didn't have anywhere to go, and it was great. So I'm feeling refreshed and ready to go. Annoyingly, this morning we still don't have internet, so just trying to figure out what I'm going to do to be productive today. I wanted to write heaps of blog posts, and usually I do that on Google Docs, but can't really do that if there's no internet, so I might just have to do it on good old Microsoft Word. But for now I'm just doing a little bit of like housey stuff, like I put some washing on, probably going to tidy my room, maybe tidy the living room a little bit. Yeah, and then we'll see if I get up to anything productive after that. Yeah, let's go. To show you a little bit more this week of what Sam and I get up to and what our sort of life is like together. But I just thought I'd answer a couple of questions to try and sort of explain it better. So like I told you at the start of the video, Louise asked a few questions about what it's like living with Sam and studying and working while living with him as well. So I'm just going to answer a couple of more specific questions, and hopefully it'll give you a better idea. So, do we live together? Yes, we do. We both moved in together last year, and we've lived in 2 flats together now, so that's pretty cool. But we both have separate offices and stuff, so it is pretty easy for me to like lock myself away and get some work done, as it is for him too. So if you don't know, Sam is my partner and we've been together for nearly 5 years now. Sam works full-time, but he's also a musician and a photographer, and he also does a little bit of like illustration and stuff on the side. So we're both creative, which is cool, and we both work on the creative team for our church, so we do a lot of stuff together and help each other out and give each other advice on stuff, which is pretty cool. It's good to be in a relationship with someone who understands being creative and can sort of get my frustrations on some things. Obviously there are some things that it isn't as easy for him to understand, like things about university and things about being a graphic designer specifically that maybe he doesn't get, but just that we're both creative is really cool and really good to be able to have that connection and something to like be able to relate to each other on those things. So it's really good, and I really enjoy having that creative relationship with Sam. Louise also asked, does he help to give you advice or does he distract? And I guess kind of both. There are some times when I'll ask Sam for advice and he's really helpful, and then sometimes where it's something more maybe like university related or something to do with like I don't know, UX design or something like that, that he isn't particularly like, he hasn't studied it or isn't a part of it, so doesn't get it as much, but he does try his hardest to give me really good advice, and he does. And so I always will ask him because I trust his opinion, and I think that he is a really cool, creative person. So I do often ask for his advice, and especially with church stuff, because we both work together and we both understand sort of the environment and what we're trying to portray. Like I ask him for advice on a lot of stuff, and we work together a lot. So because he's a photographer, I try and use his photography in the work that I do for church, and we try and work together on like social media posts and like things in church. So if we have videos and stuff like that in church, we try and work together on stuff like that. So that's cool, and we do like, he will ask for my advice as well, especially in terms of like the illustration and the digital illustration stuff that he does, mostly with questions about like Illustrator, because it's super frustrating, and there are some like particular things in Illustrator that are impossible to find if you don't know where they are. So often he'll ask me where to find specific buttons, or how to do specific commands in Illustrator and stuff like that. So we do help each other out a lot, and work together and stuff. And we do often work side by side. So I have my office in the upstairs of my loft, but because like being at uni and working and what I do takes up quite a lot of time, I try and hang out with Sam as much as possible, and a compromise for that is that I work next to him on his desk. So he has quite a big desk in his room, in his office, and so there is space for me to set up and put my laptop there. So a lot of the time I'll just set up next to him, and he will be working on his stuff or playing video games or whatever, and I'll just be working away next to him. And that's pretty good for like church design, or if I'm just like brainstorming some stuff, or maybe just like, I don't know, stuff that doesn't require me to be super focused, or like have my headphones on or anything like that. So if it's just kind of relaxed or more free-flowing, then yeah, I totally will hang out with Sam in his room, and we'll work next to each other side by side. So that's pretty good. But then there are times when he can be distracting, and I do need to be in a separate space, and that's when I will go to my office, and I try and work there as much as I can. It's kind of annoying because it's upstairs, so I have to carry all my stuff up the ladder, but like for things like editing the vlog where I need to have my headphones on, it takes quite a lot of time, so I just want to like get it done. Or if I'm writing blog posts where I can't have like words or any distractions, or I just can't focus on it and I can't write it, that's when I will go up to my office and be alone. Or just if I have a lot of time pressure and I really need to get stuff done, I'll go away as well. And yeah, so it just depends on the situation, what I'm working on at the time, and that's what decides where I will work. And like Sam is super understanding of the work that I do, and the fact that I'm trying to work really hard, so that I can like get a good job and pave my own way and do what I want to do, so that we can have like a good life together, and so that I can do the stuff I enjoy to do. So he's super understanding, and there are a lot of times where I have to say, I'm sorry, but I need to leave you and get some work done. But there are also times when he will snap me out of stuff and say, we need to hang out, you need to chill out, and you need to stop working and spend some time with me. So we do try as much as possible to have like a balance, but sometimes it is hard, especially like when it comes to hand-in times and things like that. Because I try to work so hard and I try and get stuff done, and I get stressed out about timelines and deadlines, I often will just like tunnel vision on the work and not forget about Sam, but like I just, yeah, get very focused on what needs to be done. So he's very, very patient with me, and we work together as a team to sort of balance work and hangout times, and I guess like when I'm working, it also gives him time to do what he wants to do, whether that's video games or writing new music or going to his band practices. Then that's cool, it gives him time to do his stuff too. So I hope that answers some of your questions about Sam and I's relationship and what it's like for me to work when I live with my partner. If you have any more specific questions about that or about anything else, just let me know and I'll try and answer them as best that I can for you. Obviously some of you will have partners, boyfriends and girlfriends and whatever, and so maybe you understand what it's like. Maybe this will, I don't know, give you insight into how somebody else does it. And I'd love to know if you have any advice as well, or insights into how you do it, because we're not perfect, we don't have it completely right, but we do try, and it does work pretty well at the moment. But I'd still love to hear what you do and how things work for you or don't work for you. Yeah, so just let me know. And it is Friday today, so I'm going to end the vlog here for the week. I will be editing this vlog over the weekend and get it to you next week, and I will see you next Monday for another vlog. Bye!